Origin 2026 introduces two hotkeys, CTRL+Backspace and CTRL+Shift+Backspace, to let you quickly repeat the last action and reopen the last used analysis dialog. Here in Book 1, we'll create a scatter plot. Now we switch to Book 2. To repeat the last action on this new dataset, highlight the plot data and press CTRL+Backspace. The last action, in this case, plot a scatter graph, is plotted instantly. If no data is selected, a dialog will appear so you can select your input. We can also repeat analysis operations. For example, let's now do a linear fit. Now we switch to Graph 2. To repeat the same analysis on this new dataset, simply press CTRL+Backspace. The last used analysis dialog, in this case, linear fit, opens instantly. Notice that the last used theme settings are loaded instead of the default settings. If an analysis was done without a dialog opening, for example, if you use the last used theme settings directly, then CTRL+Backspace will also repeat it without opening the dialog. Repeating the last action is supported for most toolbar and menu actions, such as creating a new workbook, importing data, and analyzing data. The CTRL+Backspace hotkey is also supported by many apps. For example, here we're using the Design of Experiments app to open the Optimize Response dialog. Even after closing the app and without the app open, you can press CTRL+Backspace to bring the dialog back instantly. This is useful if you're applying the same tool to multiple datasets, accidentally close the dialog, or need to temporarily close the dialog to make some changes to the data. The second hotkey, CTRL+Shift+Backspace, is like CTRL+Backspace, but it reopens the dialog for the last analysis action. This includes data processing actions, actions under the Analysis and Statistics menus, apps, and advanced graph types that require dialogues and generate report sheets. Let's click the seesaw button on the toolbar to return to our previous folder. Our last action has now changed, and it is not an analysis action. But we can still use CTRL+Shift+Backspace to quickly reopen the Optimize Response dialog, since that was our last analysis action. This will allow us to do other actions in Origin while keeping repeat analyses readily available by hotkey. A couple things to note. The hotkey will not immediately apply an analysis action even if last used theme settings were used. It will only reopen the analysis dialog, and any dialogs opened by this hotkey do not count as the last action when using CTRL+Backspace.